Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the All-Stars taking on the All-Stars. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in. And I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about set to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Freddie Peralta. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, a pretty standard 4-pitch mix. He's got the fastball, change speeds, 2 breaking balls. You know, all can be really effective if they're coming out of the same arm slot and really staying in that tunnel for a good bit.
All right, ready to go here. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. And that's through there for a strike. And here we go with Game 2. The 0-1.
Well, when you come off a tough 1-run loss in the postseason, you'll be looking back at the opportunities that you missed in the previous game and make sure that you don't miss them in this one.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt. Ramirez sends it to first.
And an easy out to start the game. Take a look at the lineup.
Ceddanne Rafaela.
Ceddanne Rafaela getting ready to hit. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Right through there for a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And that one in the air center field. Rodriguez snags it, and there are 2 down.
Batting third, the right fielder.
2 out, space is empty.
Burleson.
Alec Burleson will hit next. First offering, and it just misses. 1-0. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that is that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in Miami, and today's starting pitcher, number 53.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Elly De La Cruz, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
You can feel the extra attention on Elly anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
There's the strike. Sliced hard but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one outside. 3 and 2 now.
A guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting second, the third baseman, Jose.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there. And now a man into scoring position.
Now that right, framing the pitch to get the called strike. He forgot to close his glove on it. They got the strike, but the pass ball cost him.
Ball to strike. Fouled off to the right. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 2 of the NLDS. And that's outside. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man at second. Got him swinging.
Batting third, the first
Vladimir
baseman,
Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Inside just missed. Vladdy went deep in his most recent game. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Juan Soto. Fought off foul. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rafaela settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Texas.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup.
Marte.
Here's Ketel Marte. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That one ripped right center field, and it's into the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. Coming home. He will score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. In the air, left side. Sheets sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. And that is the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 1 inning in the books here. Japan on top here, 2-0. We're in the second game of this division series. Here's the veteran first baseman, Christian Walker.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on, 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. And another ball.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series losing to the San Francisco Giants. Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
2 down, base is empty. Brett Beatty now at the plate. That's in for a strike.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
That's too low. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's inside.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, Ramon Laureano. Laureano goes 5 feet 11 inches, 205 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Outside. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count.
Next offering way off the plate.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Okay.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well,
Batting
that's a
in,
nice job
the
of
center
grinding out that
fielder,
at-bat. Saw a lot of
Julio
pitches and ends up drawing the wall.
Rodriguez.
Very gritty.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Now move to first. Laureano back in on a dive. And that's outside. And that is ball one. And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now here is Yainer Diaz. First pitch, and he just misses. Man at second. Lace down the line. Could be extra bases. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. He'll score easily. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. A walk and a run scored his first time. Fouled off left side. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Now batting, third baseman, Hoffman.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. And a run scores. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
This batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
Just missed.
Clearly he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and
Now
away
back,
from the
the
same
designated
side
hitter,
thrower as the
Juan
hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're
Soto.
looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Soto batting for the second time,
No ball.
and that's strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
One and one.
In the dirt. That one missing inside.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Stays alive. Righty delivers. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay out some
number
really
4.
close pitches.
Second baseman,
Somehow he
Patel.
found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder
Marte.
right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 53 done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Joey Cantillo
Joey
comes on now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
First and second, 2 outs. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He doubled home a run in his first AB. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Yoan just missed.
One ball.
Ramirez
One strike.
on second. Soto at first, 2 out of the inning. Gets the call. 1 and 2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Nice grab. Jump throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We played 2 full. The All-Stars lead it 5-0. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Profar climbs in on that left side.
Jurickson Profar.
Peralta back to work. Profar gets a piece there. And that one clips the corner. Outside low, and a count 1 and 2. Hammers that one, curling down the line and foul. Swing and a ball popped up. And there's one away.
Batting it, the second baseman, number 10.
And now the rookie second baseman. Fastball for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Freddie Fermin.
And now it's going to be Freddie Fermin. And a curve is down and in.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Got him. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Junior.
Not even close there. 1-0.
Well, these guys really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Tatis waits. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game. And it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Ball, low.
And that skips in the dirt. Hot shot to third. Slings it across, and Laureano is retired.
Now batting, center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Julio Rodriguez. A double and a run scored his first time up. Left field, way back there. That one outs against the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Doubled his first time. And that's outside. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 2 of the NLDS. Next pitch is outside. And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. Elly De La Cruz in the on-deck circle. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back.
Leading
All
off
set for the start of the
Rio de
inning.
Janeiro,
Here's
the
Bogarts
shortstop,
now.
Xander Bogaerts.
Clips the corner. And it's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And they'll do it again. Lifted in the air, right field. Tatis puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 3, Cedar
And here
Rafaela.
is Cedar Rafaela. Fly to center his first time. And a breaking ball misses outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That's off the inside corner. And now 2-0.
One. 2-1.
And that one fouled off. Two now. And that's outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a base hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the right fielder, Alec.
Now it's the right fielder, Alec Burleson.
1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. Moved first. Rafaela dives back in safely. Swinging a foul out of play. Next one misses, and a count 2-1.
1 strike.
And that's a little bit high.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And ball
That's
4
4,
to
take
a
your
board.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but
The
you know his
first
confidence
baseman,
should
number
still
8,
be high enough to
Christian
get out of this, but he's
Walker.
going to have to buckle down right here.
Walker in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
2 on, 1 out. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is downstairs.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Sheets takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Rafaela at second. Burleson on at first with 2 down.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back here in Miami, John Chaubey and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Elly De La Cruz. Fastball for a strike. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That one misses in the dirt. The shortstop takes the ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And down on strikes. And 1 away.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way. Coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it.
The first
He hits the
baseman,
ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes the defender is there to make a play.
Two down, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Inside, just missed. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And a foul ball. Ripped towards third. Tosses across to first. And Guerrero is set down. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Brett Baty.
The pitch. That's in there. That's strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. Well, these players, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They've found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Here's Profar down. Flied out his first time. Up the middle. Fires over to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Now batting, number 10.
Here's the second baseman. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And that misses. Ball one. And another ball.
2-0.
Close, but called a ball. And now 3-0. Draws the walk there.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
And that is out of play. Fermin, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That's outside, and the count even 1-1. Out to short, De La Cruz. And he's out on the tag. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. We're in the second game of this division series. And now the DH, Juan Soto. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You know, this group of hitters putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Soto gets his lead at first with nobody out. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more
Now
fastballs in that
batting,
location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Tatis, the next to hit, takes outside.
1 ball, no strike.
Step off throw to first. Soto back on a dive. Man at first, 1 away. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. To short, could be 2. There's 1.
Got it.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 5 innings complete. Japan out front, 5-0. Top of the 6th inning, and here is Xander Bogaerts.
The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Peralta back to work. That pitch gets the corner. 0-1.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
That one fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one lifted in the air, left field, Laureano. And there's 1 down.
The center fielder, number 3.
And here is Ceddanne Rafaela. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Just missed. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
No strike.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 2 of the NLDS. The next offering misses, and that's ball 3.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Alec Burleson digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Gregory Soto getting loose out there. Doval, the right-hander, also getting loose. That one down the line, and it stays fair. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman, Christian Walker.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And now it's Christian Walker. 0 for 2 in this one. That misses, and that's ball 1. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. And we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. Next offering is outside. First and third, 1 down. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Outside corner, got him looking.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping to get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
So 2 down now, and here is Gavin Sheets. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Just missed.
2-0.
That one missed.
3-0.
Rafaela on third. Burleson at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering is fouled back. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. The All-Stars out front here, 5-0. Back here in Lone Depot Park. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Ramon Laureano. Just off the inside edge. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Holton, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Willingham also throwing. Next offering is down low.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Late on that fastball.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Rafaela hauls it in for the out. 1 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you
Now
what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Foul ball there. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Fermin down to first, gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Diaz.
Two outs, base is empty. Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one out to right. Burleson. He's got it. And that is out number 3.
Now pitching.
Gregory Soto on the pitch out of the pen here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Davies.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Yo, one. That's a little bit low. And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
One down, base is empty. And now it's even up. And that one is inside. In the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, number 10.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman. There's a strike at the knees. Inside and it hit him.
Thank you, mate.
Now batting, catcher.
So
Freddie
man aboard.
Fermin.
Now here is Freddie Fermin. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And it's strike 2.
0-2.
Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Gregory Soto gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Camilo Doval.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. And takes low for ball 1. And there's a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Here in the late stages of game 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two on, 2 outs. And it remains 2-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Amos Willingham. Back to the top of the
Leading
order.
off for
Stepping
Japan,
in is the
the
switch hitting
shortstop,
shortstop,
Elly
Elly De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. A changeup missing. 2-1. That one pushed foul. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher
Now
for having
batting,
him out in front of that
third
pitch.
baseman,
Clearly he had him fooled.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, bases
Now
empty.
batting,
Now a
first
chance for
baseman,
Vladimir
Vladimir
Guerrero Jr. He's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That one off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get an out on the play. 2 outs, runner at first. Juan Soto now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Smoked on the ground a second. Over to first. That's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Abner Uribe up and throwing. Dominguez getting loose as well. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Burleson batting with 1 down, takes a strike. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Christian Walker will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And a foul ball. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 2 of the NLDS. That one not close. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Now pitching.
Ron Marinaccio will take over here. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte.
The second baseman, Ketel Marte.
First pitch just misses. And that's in the dirt.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of his zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first, and now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Next offering upstairs. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Here comes Marte around third. He will score.
Everything came together for him. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
So, man aboard. Laureano comes up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One on, nobody out, a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up the middle, tosses to first, one gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Julio.
Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense. This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One away with a runner at third. Next pitch is downstairs.
Okay.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Now batting, catcher.
So they're at the corners now. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And the sweeper catches the plate. Outside. Going to count 1-2. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Looked like it was a little bit up.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And here's a 3-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ron Marinaccio is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Tyler Holt taking over on the mound. Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Hard hit left side. They get the force. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Through 8 full, Japan have the lead, 6-0. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Seranthony Dominguez.
Now pitching.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him. So he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here's the left fielder, Gavin Sheets. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Movement in the bullpen, Sandy Alcantara, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Yeah, that's fouled off. Check swing, called strike. Oh, great grab on the dive to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Brett Baty digs in now. That clips the corner. Base is empty, one away here in the late stages of game 2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
That one ran inside, almost got him. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. Now batting Jurickson Profar.
The designated hitter, Jurickson Profar.
Profar gets a piece there.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. One strike away. Two outs. Just off the outside edge.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Ripped on a line. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now number 10 on the ground, De La Cruz. And they'll go the short way, and that is the ball game.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.